Welcome, everyone. It's Rickzilla here with another Sunday stream. Today or tonight, we'll be taking a look at some of the recent Adrasdea shit. And excuse the notifications. That's my phone again. Anyway, back to business. So, yeah, Adrasdea, she's not happy. Then again, she's never as happy. So, I'm going to be taking a look at what she is doing right here.
So what makes you happy?
Seeing you in pain, that's what makes me happy.
When you ask that or when somebody else asks you that, what is your answer usually?
I said it before, I like seeing you in pain because, of course, we all know damn well you're nothing more than a pathological liar.
Because for me,
Liar.
I don't have a
Murderer. And a murderer. Let's not forget that.
You know, I don't. My goal for years with my therapist, every couple of months we have to make up a plan, something that we're going to hope for, that we're going to work for.
Is that French or something?
My goal for a very long time is just to be happy.
Oh my god. That is funny. That's rich. It's coming from you, Adrasdea.
And I haven't reached it.
I don't think you'll ever reach it.
I don't know what happy is any more than I know what love is. I grew up surrounded by anger and pain, and my mind doesn't know what makes it happy.
Really?
All I am is just this big pile of anger and pain that can't ever scream it out.
Oh, good evening, Kimmy. Sorry about that.
Every time I find something that makes me a little bit happy, somebody comes and takes it away. I used to be happy playing video games.
Yeah, we know. You're only happy when you're sad. And you're only sad when you're happy, or whatever the fuck it is. You're never going to find happiness. I mean, you don't deserve happiness, Adrasdea. I mean, you basically burnt almost every bridge with your family, your friends, and your supporters. Most of them have decided to fuck off because they find you as a lost cause. Guess you could say the same for me.
They took that away from me because now if I play, my family will be in the comments,
yes, Kimmy,
asking me why I raped my own father, which I didn't do.
You were trying to seduce your own father. No, I don't know where that came from, but from what I hear, you were. It's allegedly. It's assuming you probably seduced your own father in some way or the other, but who knows what went on in your childhood. From what I heard from Aunt Kathy, you were how do I say this? You were fucked up. You were basically a spoiled brat throughout your childhood. And honestly, I cannot sympathize with you ever. With all the shit that you've said about your family, with all the shit you've said about your friends, your supporters, your significant others. Okay, maybe the significant others part is true, but your family, on the other hand, they are calling you out for being a pathological liar, and they have every right to do so because you are a pathological liar, Mary.
But it's what my family has people convinced of because they're hateful and cruel. They don't know how to love.
Neither do
They
you.
don't know how to support, and they don't know how to be happy either.
Neither do
They
you, Mary.
pretend that they're happy.
And you don't?
They're not. Because if they were happy, they wouldn't have to spend all of their time breaking
Really?
down another human being.
Again, all this shit that's happening to you is your fault, Mary. No accountability for what you do or say. It's everyone's fault. And I feel like I'm repeating myself again. Again!
Especially one that has literally nothing in this world. My pain is their happiness.
That's true.
When do I ever get to find mine?
When you decide to check yourself into a mental institute, hopefully that'll help you find true happiness, is if you get yourself committed and maybe get help, professional help, and not the free clinic type help. Because again, you need help badly.
It kind of goes along with the same reason of why I can't just work, because I don't know how. As a kid, as a teenager, you learn what you like by playing, by hanging out and learning. You learn what makes you happy. You learn what you like. You learn how to do things to keep yourself alive when you're older. If you've got a boy and he'll grow up to be a mechanic, and you have him playing with his toy cars all the time. From birth, my life has been nothing but pain and worry and fear of how I was going to survive the next day. I didn't grow up, learning how to do something that was going to stay with me for the rest of my life. I grew up listening to my parents scream and beat.
Are you sure that's what you heard? Who knows? Those noises you were hearing as a kid probably might be something else, and you took it the wrong way. Who knows? Maybe they were doing some construction. Maybe they're contractors. Maybe they're remodeling some shit.
I grew up with police visits.
Permits.
I grew up knowing nobody was ever going to love me.
Oh, God. Are we?
Because that's not just something that Kathy says now. That's not just something that she started saying when I was homeless.
You chose to be homeless again?
They were telling me that when I was just a baby.
Yep.
I don't have any memory at all of anybody in my family ever telling me that they loved me or supported me.
Oh boy. I don't know about that, Mary. They don't like you now, Mary, because you, I don't know, lied about them on camera, and then you try to slander them, and then you try to, I don't know, blackmail them into lying for you because you couldn't keep consistent with your BS stories. Maybe that's why they don't like you right now. You threatened, hell, Mary, you threatened to put your own mother, the woman who gave birth to you, in jail. Tell me if that's not the sign of a sociopath. All because Aunt Kathy wouldn't validate your bullshit stories.
And when I felt that they were being honest, there might have been some congratulations at my graduation, but it was very clear most of them were just there for the free meal afterwards and the clout chasing of it's a graduation.
Graduation from what I heard, it was basically like a commencement, or I don't know, a participation award. You were, if I'm not mistaken, has anyone ever found out whether or not Mary's so-called high school graduation was legitimate? Because it sounds like she was in like special needs. Then again, given by her handwriting, she might be special needs with the book, which I might have to do a live reading of it. I mean, I would like to torture myself.
Even if they completely ignore the graduate, they can party and be loud. But it wasn't for me. If it was, my aunt wouldn't be telling people it was just a participation award.
Maybe it's because it was a participation award. Who knows?
Imagine that. Being the only person in your family to graduate from high school and having that be boiled down to just a participation award. Because I didn't learn anything in school because I gave up. I gave up because nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
Ever cared.
Huh.
It was when I was in like 9th grade, they gave me a test and found out that I was reading at a college level. And I was the only kid in the school at that time that was reading at a college level because we were not.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they sent a letter home to my parents. They called my mom and dad. They got cussed out and told never to contact them again unless I had burned the school down. They did not care if I could read. They could teach a monkey to read. I was going to school to learn. Why should anybody be proud of me for learning to read? That was the point. My teacher was so proud of me. And she wanted to share that with the people in my life who were also supposed to be proud of me. But there weren't any people in my life that were proud of me. And whether they were supposed to be or not, it's not how our family works.
This is just, once again, she's always going like this. Oh, if nobody cared about me, nobody loves me, nobody. How many times have we heard this story, guys? How many times has she ever said this? I mean, it's basically the same song and dance. Nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares. I mean, I would expect more from Adrasdea, but then again, this woman, she is never consistent. And I guess she might have like a mental deficiency, possibly due to the fact that, yeah, she keeps repeating herself over and over again every single day. I know, Kimmy, it's saddening.
We don't lift each other up. We don't support each other. We don't love each other. And we don't know how to do those things.
No, you don't know how to do those things. Because
I wait every day for the paperwork to show up to go to court because they're suing me.
Well, I wouldn't say they were suing you. They were probably going to press charges on you for defamation. Well, actually, I wouldn't say defamation. Slander charges of slander against Aunt Kathy, because you know what I'm talking about, right?
You can't ever forget when your own family is suing you when you have nothing. It's something you don't forget. And I have to wait and wait and wait and wait. And if those papers never show up, then I'm just the idiot. If they do, then I get to counterclaim. And I finally get to have my day in court against them. But that's not going to make me happy. Winning and having my freedom from them might make me happy if it lasts. If it's actually freedom. But if all they're going to do is try to pay me and then come back into my life to harass me, that's not freedom. Then the money's not going to make me happy. I don't know what will. I really don't. I don't know what my happy is because I don't know that I've ever been happy.
It could be. It could be. I mean, she has been known to be somewhat of a, what is it again? An entitled, spoiled brat. She is a brat. I know that part. She is spoiled. She was spoiled when she was young. And honestly, what's there to say about her that hasn't been said? I'm just
My grandmother had a lot of problem with that too. After my grandfather died, she tried everything in the world to buy her happy. And she couldn't. Because he had money.
Yeah.
He had money that she had never had in her life. And he gave her whatever she wanted.
Which grandpa are you talking about?
All she had to do was think.
Hey, Nick
he was
Fruit
out the
Loops.
door.
Nicky Fruit Loops. What's up?
Go on to get it. After he passed, she just started buying things. All the things. And she bought the big house and tried to fill it up.
I think you're
with
right,
things.
Kimmy. I think you're probably right with that one.
And she was miserable.
We're going to go with the crying game.
She finally had the big house she always wanted. But it was empty. It was just me and her there. And we were both miserable.
By the way, did anyone catch Adonis Paul's show last night? I mean, I never laughed so hard. Every time they mention the whole Christian thing with his mom, he always has to play that Ace Ventura clip, when the one from Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, when he found out that Einhorn was a man and that he kissed a man. I was like, I was laughing so hard. I mean, it was so freaking hilarious. Oh my God. There were tears in my eyes. It was so funny. It was beautiful.
Miserable.
But we all know that Barb found Captain Winky.
And no amount of stuff that she bought.
That's why Bob
could
Chandler's
fill it
dead.
up.
He found Captain Winky.
Nothing she bought was ever going to be him.
That's
it took her about
he found
a year
Captain
and a half
Winky.
to understand that before she bought someplace smaller that she also hated, but she was going to hate every place she lived because Papa wasn't there.
Yeah, Mary's Punch. Be sure to tip your waitress. Good to see you too. Good to see you too, Nicky Fruit Loops. And it only kept getting worse for her. I know. Great, now I got the song, The Crying Game, stuck in my head. Gun is digging into my hip.
She didn't know what she really wanted. What she really wanted was him. And what she could get was what he would give her. But it's not the same. Often, we try to fill the spaces in our hearts with things that don't fit. We use drugs.
I don't have the audio for
or alcohol.
Hero by Mariah Carey.
Some
on
people
me.
use clothing, material items, anything. But they don't
just
fit.
like, and they say that a hero could save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait.
You have to find the right
and
thing.
they're watching us.
To actually.
I love that song. Not the Mariah Carey song. Okay. I would look forward to saying. I would look forward to hearing you, Nikki Fruit Loops. Yeah, she does keep doubling down on her bullshit.
Actually, bring the happy.
Gun is sticking into my hip.
But how do you find you're happy if you don't think you've ever had it?
I don't know.
If you don't have any actual happy memories.
Find some hobbies. Find a hobby. Find a hobby. Maybe, I don't know. Take up like knitting, crocheting, drawing, whatever. That helps you find you're happy.
Times that you
But then again, you were
remember
never happy to begin with, Mary.
truly feeling just happy and at peace and safe. I don't know. I'm going to get out of the house today, though, because I know it's not going to help me to be here.
Me neither.
So I'm thinking I might go up to the cemetery.
For what?
There's the fun stuff, right? We're going to go hang out with the dead people.
Okay. All right. You do you, man.
They're the only ones I can trust never to hurt me now.
The dead?
When my family comes at me and tells me that I didn't deserve my inheritance, that they deserved it because I didn't do anything for it. I wasn't older. I wasn't worthy. But what they're not understanding is it was my love language.
Nickelback.
Not because I'm greedy or selfish or
save those for Hannibal and Monty.
But because money was my grandmother and my grandfather's love language. It was how he expressed his love for her and for me. And he left everything to me.
We got to bring
when I was just a
Hannibal,
kid.
Monty, and Adonis Paul in the same stream.
They left it to me because they loved me.
AP.
And it's okay that I never received it. I don't even want it. Because all I really want is the love.
Yeah, we all know you want the love. You want the cherish. Indro, Kimmy, that's cool. How do you know if you don't want to do this? Exactly. I think it would be a thrill to walk in a cemetery at night. I mean, just to get your adrenaline going, because things happen at night, especially when it's in the witching hour, especially around 3 a.m. You get a rush and see some ghosts
that I don't know how to accept or comprehend or feel. I don't want to feel loved just when people pay me or give me money.
Why not? It worked wonders for me. I mean, well, back when I had people who put money into PayPal, it worked wonders for me. But that's not love. That's for a good cause, because I like to entertain people. It means I do one hell of a job by entertaining people, even if it's being more informative and more analytical. I could throw in a few jokes.
I don't want to need money.
Yeah, you do, Mary. We know you need money. We know how this pattern goes. We all know your cycles. You do need money. How else are you gonna afford weed? How else are you gonna afford not to pay your rent and beg each time the power goes out in your Section 8? Section 8. Great, I'm starting to sound like Bill Shatner.
To feel happy. But regardless, that's where I'm at. Because money has become my love language. Because whenever I was scared or sad or needed to know that somebody was there. My grandmother would give me money.
What about ghosts, Nikki?
That's why they left everything to me. It wasn't because I was a manipulative devil child that influenced them into changing their will at 7 years old to have everything, because I'm so cruel and bad.
Yeah, you were a devil child, but you're not Hatman's child. He would claim you. He would disown you in a second.
And just wants everybody to suffer.
I like the fact. I mean, I think it's kind of funny and odd that she keeps painting her family in this light, like her family, her parents, especially her dad, is basically depicted as like this stereotypical abusive father. Like you see that in a, like she's trying to turn her dad into the father from Blown Away by Carrie Underwood. That's basically how she wrote her father as.
It was just that they took care of me.
We know.
And money was their love language. So
Maybe
when my family took away my inheritance, it was...
Maybe she was watching too many of those true crime documentaries about people like Joseph Fritzl, or she was watching like the John Wayne Gacy documentaries and tried to like compare his life to hers. Maybe I'm just reading into it.
It wasn't just money they were taking. It wasn't just that they were putting me out on the street homeless. It was literally them denying me love that had been left to me by my grandfather.
I know.
It wasn't even my grandmother's money. It was his. He was the one that had the money. He was the one that owned the property. And she didn't.
Oh, she did. She definitely took that. Oh, Kimmy, she did. She did take all those stories from that book. That's how else did she depict her father in that light? Her family in that light. Okay, I'm just gonna have to say this.
That will was just never read. She wouldn't have changed it. It would have taken a whole lot of manipulation and conning from this family to have made her change that will in the last days before she passed away. They want me to believe that she just stopped loving me. I know that's not the truth. I know that she left me taken care of. And her family changed that. And if they would leave me to be free, I wouldn't care, but they won't ever stop. They won't ever stop harassing me. They won't ever stop breaking me down. They won't ever stop reminding me that I'm nothing, because they have money. And that's all that matters in this world. I don't want to see the world like that. I don't want to live in a world like that. All I wanted was the love. The love nobody in this family knows how to give. They got lots of money though, so be happy for them. I wonder what they buy with their money that brings them happiness though. If you have enough money, can you just buy happiness? Or can you just buy the makeup and the pretty clothes to make the world believe that you've become happy?
I see.
I really am trying to be a person. I'm trying to get out of this loop of crying.
I understand,
and
Nikki.
hurting.
I understand.
I'm trying to get past what's hurting. But it's making it a lot harder when I know that when I do rise up, my own family is going to do everything they can to knock me back down.
I get knocked down
Because
and I get
they
up
don't
again.
want me
Who's never
to
gonna
rise.
keep me down? I get knocked down and I get up again. I'm sorry, I just had to. All right.
Rise up.
Oh yeah, the college level. Yeah, I've heard about that part. Now, I just wanted to I just want to see more of these Adrasteas that she put out because again, I'm punishing myself and I need to get my mind off of the CWC. I mean, well, Christian channeling. Oh, I'll talk about that tomorrow.
I know nobody is giving me anything. I know nobody is going to ever help me again. I know. You don't have to flood my comments to let me know. To remind me of the hopelessness of my situation. I am aware. The people who want me dead are making hundreds of dollars a day in donations.
Not me. Not me. I'm not making any money off of you. And I don't, well, then again, I don't want you dead. Then again, I really don't want you dead yet.
And I'm not even allowed to live stream for 5 minutes before they begin attacking me. I'm not allowed to have help before they message my supporters with lies. They've convinced people that I'm a murderer, that I'm a bad person, that
Oh shit.
I'm in a gutter. My support attacking me. I'm not allowed to have help before they message my supporters with lies. They've convinced people that I'm a murderer.
Well, technically, you told Kenneth McBride to get rid of Roberta, so yeah, that does make you a murderer in our eyes. I mean, you planted the potatoes and you fed ducks you fed ducks cooked rice, and you told Kenneth McBride to get rid of Roberta Laws. So yeah, you are a murderer. And you let your cats die.
That I'm a bad person, that I deserve to die in a gutter, and I have nobody to stand up for me and convince anybody that I'm not those things.
Dude, why don't you, Nikki, I have a better idea. Why don't you send her a bag of why don't you send her a potato, a Mrs. Potato Head on a string?
You won, okay? You've successfully beaten down a mentally ill woman to the point that she is going to be homeless again. Whatever pride you take in that, congratulations. But if you're gonna be fair and honest, you were already winning before you began battle with me.
It's a flawless. I see this as an absolute win, Mary. The fact that you're going on this tirade crying about how, we won. I thought Kathy was the winner here. Again, guys, like this stream, share it with your friends, and let everyone know that Rickzilla sent you.
Battle that I never wanted to fight. I never wanted to be on any of your shows. I never wanted to. I never asked you to. But you won, okay? You won. You get to spend the rest of your lives in your nice little homes with your happy little families making hundreds of dollars a day off of YouTube, and I get to go and be...
I'm not making money off of you, Mary. The only money I've made off of you are in donations to my PayPal. And apparently my the people who donate to me just skipped out because I kept asking for more money. And yeah, I know, I was desperate. You see, I like to keep the donation, I like to keep the PayPal in the double digits. And I kind of got a little greedy. But that's okay.
Homeless in the streets, screaming out my mental anguish again. You won. Congratulations. Be proud of yourselves. Wear that pride. Wear it proudly. Tell everybody. I don't care. Just don't tell me anymore. Just leave me personally alone. You have already beaten me. Why?
You didn't know that she was this piece of you didn't know that she was a piece of shit at the time, Kimmy.
Keep beating me down after you've already taken everything. You've taken everything. My friends, my support, my power.
You mean your simps?
You've taken everything. What is the point in continuing to beat me?
To get you off the internet permanently and to get you in a psych ward, possibly for the rest of your life. Maybe away from everyone else, without any internet, and putting you in solitary confinement, in a straitjacket, in a padded room, hooked to EEG monitors and electroconvulsive therapy. You know, we need to bring that shit back. We need to bring some lobotomies back. We need to bring the psych wards back. I mean, the insane asylums back.
There is nothing left for you to get. Please. Find somebody else.
We did. Her name is Gasuba, and she's about as fucked up as you. But you keep putting it out. We did find someone else, and her name is Gasuba.
Just leave me alone.
No, we're not going to leave you alone. I know. Kathy won. I'm going to look at the ones where she was in the dark.
I didn't lie.
Yes, you did.
That's possibly the worst part of this whole thing. They're doing it because they believe I have lied, and I didn't lie.
I call her Goat Lady.
My father was an abusive monster. He handicapped his...
Your father was an abusive monster? Then why was he seen in a picture with his son?
His own son, and then used him as a drug mule.
Are we still going by that story again?
He beat his wife and his children. He molested his children.
I don't believe you.
And nobody will ever be honest about it. Because they hate me so much that they would prefer
you are sweet.
to defend a pedophile. They would prefer to defend an actual monster.
Adrasdea, are you confusing your father with Kenneth McBride? Because it sounds like you're smashing your father. I think that's what I think. I think she's probably confusing her father with her ex-boyfriend.
To accept the truth of what he was. I didn't lie. Y'all have pushed me to the point of mental break, and I still didn't lie.
My bad.
You pushed me where I didn't have food, and I still didn't lie.
Yeah. I know. It was a mistake on my part, bro guy. I mean, it was a mistake on my part, bro guy, but I I was desperate. I was really desperate. I was really desperate, bro guy. I really was, and I got carried away, and I think I became what I most despised. And I'm sorry for what I did. I really am. As of now, I'll only leave the PayPal in the description of my chat. I will not be shilling it out on stream. I'll have my moderators do that for me. And I'll have my moderators shill out the link to my Discord for people to like hang out, talk, maybe throw in a few suggestions.
You pushed me where I've lost power, and I still.
I think there was like a blackout in her area.
Didn't lie. Nothing you do to me
Oh, come on.
will cause me to take back what I said because I didn't lie.
Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you.
I didn't lie.
She didn't lie. Okay, oh wait, she did lie. But unlike Adrasdea here, I don't, unlike Adrasdea here, I know that I fucked up. And I know when to not repeat myself. Again, I'm still learning how this all works.
It's been so many years fighting to become a person. Just for it to all be taken away.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Because I wasn't the kind of person you wanted me to be. Because I wasn't the hateful, cruel person that you wanted me to be.
Oh, so Kimmy, are you sure she's pretending to be stupid? Are you sure? Because from what I heard from Nikki Fruit Loops, it was a 5-hour blackout. How do you know she might not be? Maybe she was using this blackout as like this whole power outage as a front and blamed it on the trolls because she knew that it would give her sympathy.
I spent 5 years homeless.
Oh, so she is that stupid.
Myself that one day it's gonna get better. One day I'm not gonna be homeless anymore. One day I'm gonna be a real person. One day I'm gonna be a person that people can love.
Me too. One day I will be a person that people can love. It's just not today. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I hold myself accountable. And I try to learn from all those mistakes. Even so, I fight forever. And I will keep on fighting until the world goes cold.
That people can care about. And I know that day is never going to come. I know that day is never going to come because I am exactly what my family made me to be.
Yes.
I am unlovable.
Technically,
I
yeah,
am
bro guy.
worthless.
She could be like Pinocchio, except her nose doesn't grow. Except her nose doesn't grow. Just her brain shrinks.
I am useless. I am ugly.
Sorry. I took a quick sip of my Pepsi and it went down the wrong windpipe.
And nobody in this world will ever care about me. And my family told me that my whole life. I grew up my whole childhood being told that I was never going to amount to anything, that I was never going to be loved, that nobody was ever going to care about me, nobody was ever going to want me.
They're not wrong. I mean, look where you are now. Living in a Section 8 housing in the dark, filming yourself crying and expecting people to feel sorry for you. Don't get me wrong, I've had my mistakes. I filmed myself cry. Then I took down that video because it made me look weak. Like I said, when you cry, it shows weakness. Well, actually, for me, it does. I was weak, unwise, but I have vowed to destroy that weakness so that I could suppress it with something even powerful. A need for vengeance. It's a need to restore the balance. It's a need to restore balance. A holy call to answer.
And after I became homeless and had to start receiving therapy and getting help, they tried to convince me that that was wrong. That I was a person, that I could be loved, that I could get better.
She is a narcissistic
That was
sociopath, Kimmy.
wrong. That was wrong because
yes, bro guy, I have a drive to want to restore the balance that Adrasdea, Gasuba, Shani, Rev, Von Helton, and other idiots have disturbed. Balance must be restored. Nature has an order. Nature has an order, bro guy.
once you're a person that nobody in the world wants, it's impossible to become a person that a single person in this world would want. It's simply impossible. I was not created to be a member of this world.
Really? Are you saying that you were a science project gone horribly awry? Are you admitting that your parents were inbred? Or are you admitting, or are you just saying this shit just so that people will feel sorry for you and pity you and kiss your ass and make you feel better about yourself?
I was created to be abused. I was created to be looked down on. I was created to be beaten.
Oh, it
And
was
that's
hilarious.
the only life that I'm allowed to have. It's the only life I'm allowed to have, and it hurts so much. It's a
What
life
is up?
that just hurts so much.
I love you guys.
Nobody's ever gonna understand because y'all weren't born to that life.
We don't understand because, of course, we're not born in that life because neither were you. Then again, neither were you. You were never born in that life. You took that life And you took that life from someone else. You basically stole someone else's story and applied it to your life. Like I said, like everybody said, that wasn't your life to begin with. That was Dave Pelzer's life, and you stole it to make yourself more sympathetic.
You were born to people that cared about you. You were born to people that told you were something. You don't have your own family telling people every day that you're worthless garbage.
Wait, whoa. Mary's thumbing me down. Hi, Mary. Oh, and yes, I almost forgot, guys. When I was starting out learning about Adrasdea, when I first learned about Adrasdea, because I didn't know who Adrasdea was until I saw Hatman's video. Excuse me. And then I saw AP's documentary on her, as well as heard the phone call from Aunt Kathy and cousin Sarah. And wow. Imagine this. I have learned about her in April. So April, May, June, July, August. 5 months into knowing who Adrasdea is. 5 months, and I already feel like I've known her my whole life. I guess when it comes to a lolcow, it's like dog years. And you're already into it.
Who needs to die? None of you can understand.
Suck my ass, Mary.
All I wanted was to be understood.
By the way, Mary, what happened when you tried to contact me? What happened when you tried to lie and say that you didn't cut your, actually no, you didn't sell Roberta's possessions to the Salvation Army? Didn't you come on one of my streams? Well, actually, didn't you comment on one of my streams saying that you didn't sell Roberta's possessions to the Salvation Army or Goodwill? There's footage of you. Well, actually, no, there was footage of you buying a shovel to bury Roberta in the backyard. We know, Mary, we know that you told Kenneth McBride to get rid of her. So again, you bury potatoes, you kill ducks, and you abandoned your own brother just so you could shack up with a kitty diddler who then decided he wanted to become a woman. And then after that, you shacked up with a child molester who you told to murder his fiance, a paraplegic woman with cerebral palsy, the same illness that your brother had. I guess you could say between Mary and people with cerebral palsy tend to die around her. It's like a curse.
All I wanted was to be understood. But it's impossible. It's impossible for something like me to ever be understood or accepted.
Mary.
I spent so many years fighting to become a person. And my family told me that my whole life, nobody in this world will ever care about me.
Oh, I nearly tapped that. I tapped the rewind and I kind of And whatever.
And my family told me that my whole life. I grew up my whole childhood being told that nobody was ever going to care about me. Nobody's ever going to want me.
Nobody does care about you, and nobody does want you. I mean, you have basically alienated almost everyone around you. You've talked shit about your family. You've lied about your detractors. You even tried to get people in trouble. People who have made videos on you have tried to get them in trouble. You flagged Adonis Paul's channel all because he talked about you. You flagged Virgie's channel all because he talked about you. You nearly tried to get Royce Lopez in trouble. You had one of your simps go over to Royce's house and threaten him and his family. So I'm just going to say this with an utmost sense of sincerity. Go fuck yourself, Adrasdea. You sanctimonious piece of shit. You human. You horse-faced. You toad-faced mongoloid. You toad-faced mongoloid.
And after I became homeless and had to start receiving therapy and getting help, they tried to convince me that that was wrong. That I was a person, that I could be loved, that I could get better.
Yep.
But that was wrong.
She did. Well, actually,
that
no.
was wrong because
one of her simps went to Royce Lopez's home. From what I heard, one of her simps. She didn't really send anyone. One of her simps did it by his own volition because he thought that he was going to defend her honor.
You're a person that nobody in the world wants. It's impossible to become
yeah, she is a male
that
monster.
A single person
Laddie.
in this world would want. It's simply impossible. I was not created to be a member of this world. I was created to be abused. I was created to be looked down on. I was created to be beaten.
Yeah.
And that's the only life that I'm allowed to have.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
only
definitely.
life I'm allowed to have, and it hurts so much. It's a life that just hurts so much. Nobody's ever gonna understand because y'all weren't born to that life.
We weren't born in that life. And neither were you, Mary. You were never born in that life either.
You were born to people that cared about you. You were born to people that told you were something.
I am something. I am the cause to balance. I have a holy call to answer, to be the one to restore the balance, as all things should be. You know what I mean?
You don't have your own family telling people every day that you're worthless garbage who needs to die. None of you can understand. All I wanted was to be understood. All I wanted was to be understood. But it's impossible. It's impossible for something like me to ever be understood or accepted.
It's impossible for you to be understood and accepted is because, of course, you've practically alienated almost everyone around you. I mean, you threatened to put your mother in jail all because Aunt Kathy wouldn't accept your bullshit stories. You threatened to have Adonis Paul locked up too, all because he refused to stop making videos on you. I mean, dude, he's got his own lolcows to cover. I mean, he's doing videos on Gisuba now. You're just an afterthought to him now. Same with Royce Lopez. For me, I'm just getting started with you, Mary. And if you want to try and come after me or try to like flag me, you know that I will flag you back. If you want to make a video on me, then do it, Mary. Do it. I would love to rip into you because, again, you're nothing more than a pathological liar. When it comes to shit like this, you know damn well that I will not show any mercy towards you or your ilk. Yes. It's impossible to feel sympathy for Adrasdea. Balance. I don't do it for you. I do it for the almighty ones, the great one, because his power is greater. And I'm talking about the Bungholio. I do it for TP. For the bunghole.
Power came back.
The power came back.
I guess everybody lost it for about 5 hours today.
I suppose she is that stupid.
It doesn't really change how I feel, though, because I know that my power is going to be shut off soon enough. Because I haven't paid the bill.
Of course.
Because I can't pay the bill.
I can't pay the bill. Oh, I wonder why, Adrasdea. I really wonder why you can't pay the bill. Maybe it's because you squandered all of your donation money on weed.
Because ever since I got this apartment, people have been stepping in front of me and my supporters and saying, no, she's a murderer, don't help her.
Well, technically
and
you
I
are.
received messages saying, well, we'll stop if you just confess to what you did. I didn't do anything.
You told Kenneth to get rid of Roberta. You told Kenneth to get rid of Roberta just so you could shack up with him. You said that she was getting in the way between you and Kenneth. And guess what Kenneth did? He strangled a potato.
They want me to publicly confess to a murder that I did not commit.
Yes, you did. Well, actually, you covered it up. Technically, you covered it up. But you told Kenneth to get rid of her, and he did so. So you're just about as responsible for Roberta's death as he is.
They want me to tell you all that I lied about my childhood, and then they'll stop. All I have to do is say that I lied, but I didn't lie. I didn't lie, and I'm not going to lie. Just so my life will get better. I'm not going to confess to a crime just so these cyberbullies will feel vindicated in their hatred. They've pushed and pushed and pushed for almost all year to try to get me so upset that I would confess to a crime that I did not commit.
Again. Do I need to bring up the article? No, I don't need to bring it up. I could just say what the prosecutor said. The prosecutor said this, and I quote, if Kenneth was a loaded gun, then Mary pulled the trigger. You, Mary Barone, told Kenneth McBride to get rid of Roberta Laws. I'm gonna keep saying that. You told. I'm doing what you're doing. I'm repeating what you're saying. So 2 can play at that game. You told Kenneth to get rid of Roberta. You told Kenneth to get rid of Roberta. You told Kenneth McBride to get rid of Roberta Laws. You did it, Mary. So basically, you are a murderer. You committed the murder. You did it. Murderer.
And it's never going to happen. I will die before I confess to a crime that I didn't commit.
Sorry.
And I'll die before I say that I lied about my childhood when I didn't.
You did.
I didn't lie.
Sure she did.
My family has lied. They have lied and covered up and protected.
Yep. She was an accessory to murder. Alleged accessory to murder. My bad. But she helped facilitate it. She helped cover it up. She went with Kenneth to the Walmart she went to Kenneth to the Walmart to purchase the shovel to help bury the body. So yeah, she helped bury a potato. So yes, she did help plant some potatoes.
And y'all are going to make sure that I suffer for eternity. Or at least as long as I'm on this planet.
Oh yeah, it was a public defender.
But nothing you do will make me lie about my past.
I would. I can imagine that.
Nothing.
She plants potatoes.
I didn't lie. My life is real.
No, it wasn't.
My pain is real. Regardless of what my family says.
I'm going to keep saying it. She plants potatoes and kills ducks.
All they care about is money.
No, they care about you.
That's why they sued me to take my inheritance last year. You don't sue a homeless family member for their inheritance if you care about anything other than money.
I care about justice. I mean, Adrasdea. I care about justice for the potatoes. I care about justice for potato. I care about justice for all the potatoes that you have planted.
And Kathy can show all the paperwork she wants to say, we didn't sue you. I got the messages from my little sister last year for months. Messaging me about the server looking for me and about me being...
Justice for ducks, too. Also, I almost forgot justice for ducks. Justice for ducks, Adrasdea.
Sued and about them. They were going to take the truck that I was living in. Don't tell me what did and didn't happen when I've been receiving the messages. I got them. I was the one going...
Yes, Platty, she did take some of me. They gave her money. They gave her money and they told her to figure it out. They gave Roberta the money and the property, and they told her to figure it out. They were trying to get her to, get her life in order, but she can't even do the simplest task. She's so irresponsible that I'd say she's too unstable at this point. Either that or she's just a grifter. She's nothing more than a pathological liar, that's for sure.
Going through it. I don't care what your legal documents say. I got the message when she passed away that everything was left to me and I was going to be okay. And then you yourself were on my Facebook telling everybody that everything was going to be okay.
31 years old. She was 31 years old when she was given the money and they told her to figure it out. And I wonder where that money went. Oh, wait, I do. Oh, wait, I know. That money went to weed.
Taking care of it just took time, and my little sister is threatening to sue me and take my truck, and you're saying none of that.
Your truck? Oh, the truck you were living in. Oh yeah, I remember the truck. Which reminds me, which vehicle are you gonna start living in once you get kicked out of your Section 8 housing?
That ever happened, but it did.
She never owned the truck.
I've proved it. I've been uploading and talking about it as it happened. The video all about the will.
Yeah, the truck that. Yeah, again, you never owned the truck. The guy that left you that truck took it back when he came home. So it was never your truck to begin with. And I'm pretty sure he kind of disposed of it after he found the shit stains, the diarrhea stains on the carpet from the times you used to shit a salad bowl. Yes, I will never forget the videos where you were talking about pissing in a Burger King cup and pissing and shitting in a salad bowl, a wooden salad bowl. And you had to dump it out in the church dumpster, in the dumpster behind a church parking lot.
Very clearly shows my little sister threatening to murder me if I showed up for a will reading or for a lawsuit hearing where they were suing me about the will. I did not lie. This went on for months last year with me and my little sister. Regardless of what Kathy's files.
Oh, sure. I'll let you know, Nick. I'll let you know when I need those sound files. Cause oh my god. I'll probably use them for my Streamlabs streams.
Records say. The video is right here for everybody to see. My little sister is on my Facebook for everybody to see when she's telling me to kill myself over and over and over again, over an inheritance that I never received.
Okay.
Non-abusive families don't do that. I did not lie.
Yes, you did. You lied about your family. I'm going to keep repeating myself. Every time she said, I did not lie, I'll say, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said that your father was abusive. You said that Aunt Kathy knew about the abuse. You said that your mother knew about the abuse. But again, they denied it. They denied that anything happened because, of course, it didn't happen, Mary. None of it happened. So yes, you did lie. You lied about everything that went on in your life.
When I say they're trying to force me to confess to a crime, I'm not talking about something stupid like stealing a candy bar from Walmart. They're trying to force me to confess to a murder. A murder that I did not commit. They want me to confess to a murder that I did not commit, or they won't ever leave me alone. And the whole thing with my family suing me, like...
I wouldn't be surprised if Mary started lying and saying that Kathy killed Roberta. I mean, oh, wait, no, Kathy killed Bubba. Then again, Mary will just lie and say Kathy killed Roberta. Too.
Kathy will say up and down that they never sued me to take that inheritance, but then I've got all those messages from my little sister saying they were suing me, that they were looking for me, that it wouldn't be safe if I came back. She was going to hurt me. They were on my Facebook, spamming my Facebook, threatening to murder me, with my own friends telling them that they were terroristic threats. Right? And now I'm once again.
I'm sorry. I just had to like mute myself because I didn't want to hear you. I didn't want you to hear me laugh hysterically.
I'm in a Section 8. I have absolutely nothing that anybody could take in a lawsuit.
Oops.
But my aunt has sued me. She told you all. She sent the paperwork over to the family lawyers. They are filing the lawsuits against me. Like, she made a big deal about it on her channel. She made a big deal about sending me all of the documents that they're sending the lawyers. My aunt is suing me knowing.
And now you're saying that your aunt knew that you murdered Roberta Laws? What's next? Are you going to say that your aunt knew that you murdered Bubba?
That I have nothing, that I'm living on government assistance. She's suing me simply.
Government assistance. Oh, you mean the free medical care that you ran away from Florida to go get?
To shut.
You ran away from Florida just so that you can get some government just so you can get that government cheese and live on the streets in LA. Dude, LA has already got a big problem with the homeless. I mean, they don't need you fucking it up for everyone. I mean, you're the reason why I cannot feel sorry for the homeless, because half the times, most of those people choose to be homeless because they didn't want to be responsible adults like you and Gasuba and her butt buddies. I mean, I'm sorry, not Gasuba. Megan.
Me up and stop me from talking about abuse that she knows happened. And if this time next year that lawsuit never happens, my aunt will say, well, we never sued her. We never would have sued her. We never threatened to sue her. But those videos are still going to be there. Those messages are still going to be there. You use the law to harass me, and you think it's no big deal.
An emulator. Anyone could download an emulator. Anyone could it's hell, I have an emulator on my computer that is easy to download. You don't need something fancy shit to put it in. All you just need is the controller.
Because you can just deny it later when there's no legal lawsuit paperwork. It doesn't matter if there's no paperwork. I have all of the evidence that my little sister threatened last year to sue me, intimidated me that she was going to kill me, said she was trying to take away the truck that I lived in.
Yes. RetroArch is nice, Nikki.
And then this year, my aunt is doing the same thing, threatening and intimidating, using law to do it, knowing that they not only have no case, but that I have nothing to be sued for. It's all...
What are they going to sue you for? I mean, aside from a refrigerator, they're probably not going to get anything from you. Aside from an apology.
Intimidation, power plays, and scare tactics from abusive people who do not want me to go. I escaped from them and they don't want me to go.
You ran away from home because you didn't want to be a responsible adult. You ran away because you didn't want to take care of grandma's property. And also, let's not forget the fact that you ran away to shack up with a kitty diddler who is seeing an underage girl while you were still married to the fucker. And after that relationship failed, you got with a convicted child molester who had a handicapped fiance with cerebral palsy and was wheelchair bound, just like your brother Bubba. And then you told that guy to get rid of her. And so he did. And you helped bury the body. You went with him to the store to pick up the shovel. And then you tried to donate her wheelchair to the Salvation Army.
They don't want me to escape. They don't want me to move on and have a life that is not controlled by them in some way. They want to own a piece of my mind forever. And it's not fair because it's my mind.
Yeah. You're right. She wouldn't know abuse if it bit her in the ass.
I need people to fully understand.
And here are some more. I'm just looking at all the videos of all of Mary. He was 30 when his mother... Holy fuck, really? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. But did he know about Mary? Did Roberta's son know about Mary? And did Roberta's son know about Kenneth?
I need people to fully understand the situation because it's not a joke and it's not a game and it has drastically ruined my life and I didn't think my life could get any worse.
I know she's not a potato. It's just that we call her that. We call her a potato because she kind of her head is shaped like a potato. Oh my God. I'm going to hell for that. I'm really going to hell for that. Then again, I get to hang out with Hatman and Adonis Paul. So there's that.
So what happened? Back in January, I got my Section 8. And in February, these channels started using my videos.
Yay! We're channels! I'm sorry.
It was Daywave.
Daywave? Actually, no, it was JJ Stoner who found you. Then he shared it with Royce Lopez.
And in the very first episode that they used me,
it was the Mayo video. It was the Mayo video. I remember it. I saw the documentary.
They labeled me a murderer.
Murderer! 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 I didn't know about Roberta. Actually, I knew about Roberta. After she died. I mean, oh, damn. I don't think there was. Murderer! Murderer! No, we said murderer. The reason why we called you a murderer was because you fed rice to ducks. Cooked rice to ducks.
They told their fans that I was intentionally murdering ducks.
You were feeding ducks cooked rice. Oh my God. You were feeding ducks cooked rice, Mary.
And that caused their fans to come to my channel and call me a murderer over and over and over again. And then they suddenly realized that I had been involved in a murder.
You were an accessory to a murder.
And so they stopped calling me a duck murderer and started calling me an actual murderer.
No, they said that you buried a potato in the backyard. They say you plant. They call you a potato planter.
And these people, Adonis Paul, Daywave, Virgie, my aunt, all of them that are doing this to me, it's specifically because they want people to believe that I have murdered somebody that I did not murder.
You told Kenneth to murder somebody, intentional or not. You basically said, I need you to get rid of Roberta so that we can be together. And he obliged. You two were arguing, saying that you told Kenneth to, if I'm not mistaken, get rid of Roberta. And he obliged.
Kenneth McBride is in prison for the murder of Roberta Laws. I did not kill her. I didn't kill anybody.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know about the whole Christian thing. I mean, I knew that Christian had ill intentions for his mother. I knew that he was. I mean, he alluded to fantasy. I knew Christian would allude to fantasies about wanting to butt fuck his own mother, but I didn't think he'd actually do it. And the fact that the woman is practically brain dead because she had onset dementia is worse because she couldn't consent. So yeah. Fuck Christian. And fuck Adrasdea. And fuck Shani. Fuck Rev. Fuck G-Man. Fuck Von Helton. And most importantly, fuck Adrasdea and fuck Gasuba. Balance will be restored. And I will be the first one to restore that balance.
I'm going to keep saying, well, we're not doing anything. All we're doing is laughing at you. No. You can't say that when you're contacting my landlord, when you're contacting my doctor and my...
Kimmy, if you were here on Adonis Paul's channel last night, he did mention that Christian, the creator of Sonichu, the electric hedgehog Pokemon, butt fucked his own mother. His 80-year-old mother with onset dementia. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. And I'll be covering more. I'll be covering a little bit of the... There's a channel called Geno Samuel on YouTube. Type in a Geno Samuel Christian documentary, and then it'll take you to some of the videos that he made on him. It's basically a long series, and He has had a long history with the internet for almost, I guess you could say, 8 years, 18 years. Well, actually, no, 15 years, 14 years. 14 years he's been on the internet from 2007 until now. He has been trolled to oblivion. He has been catfished. He has been trolled, catfished, manipulated, whatnot. But right now that we find out that he fucked his own mother, there's no going back for him. He going to jail. Physical jail.
My therapist, when you're trying to have my treatment caregivers taken away from me, you're trying to have me made homeless again, you're trying to have me killed, I've received death, homeless, contacting. You can't say that when anything, all we're doing is laughing at you. No.
We are laughing at you because this is how you respond. You always keep saying, we're trying to kill you. We're trying to send you to hell or we're trying to make you homeless again. We're trying to kill you. We're trying to get you to kill yourself. Vice versa. We know the whole story, Mary.
You can't say that when you're contacting my landlord, when you're contacting my doctor and my therapist, when you're trying to have my treatment caregivers taken away from me, you're trying to have me made homeless again, you're trying to have me killed. I've received death threats daily. Since February, since they started using my videos and calling me a murderer, I have been receiving death threats. I've been receiving rape threats. If they get my phone number, they call me.
Yeah, we know. How many times have you said this story? Royce Lopez wants me dead. Adonis Paul wants me dead. Why don't you say that Rickzilla wants you dead? And I don't want you dead. I want you in a padded room. Maybe hooked up to like electrical wires, giving multiple shock treatments daily so that you don't have to be crazy no more. Or until the point you become a potato yourself.
Incessantly. And it doesn't matter that it's not the people that are running the show that are doing it. It's their fans. They told their fans that I was a murderer. They gave their fans the okay to do this. And now my life is basically over because
Wait, Niece oh, fucking hell. Really, Niece Lone Wolf? Was that really necessary? Are you trying to start some shit?
can't do anything without the harassment. I wake up every day to emails and text messages from people that think I've killed somebody and deserve to die because of that.
5 months. Actually, 5 months I've learned about this woman. Since April 2nd, when Hatman made his video on her, I became more attached to the drama. And since then, I got hooked. And now I'm in it to win it. I see my target. And I knew deep down in my sphincter that balance has to be restored.
My own family is telling people that I was born evil and deserved to be sexually abused at 3 years old.
No, you weren't.
This is not just cyberbullying. When you have a family member saying, no, she's evil and she deserved everything that ever happened to her.
But what about AP sending dog shit to Mary's address? I mean, yeah, that was funny, but was that really necessary? What about the shovel? Okay, maybe that was necessary. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The shovel was funny. I still think that you should have sent her a potato. I still think that someone should have sent her a potato or Mrs. Potato Head.
And that family member knows that I was sexually abused as a baby. What did I possibly do as a little tiny infant to deserve what happened?
Nice!
I was a baby. I was just a baby. And I technically still am.
I was a baby, and I technically still am. Hold, let me play that again. Now you're claiming you were a baby?
I was just a baby.
I was just a baby.
And I technically still am.
And I technically still am. I was a baby. And technically I still am a baby. Well, you do cry a lot, and you can't take care of yourself. You do cry a lot, and you expect other people to take care of you. So, yeah, you are a baby. Yep. How did we miss that? How did we miss that she was still a baby? Yeah, babies don't shit in their in bowls. Babies shit in their diapers. I think, dude, what we should do is when just right there, right here.
Just a baby. I was just a baby. And I technically still am.
I was just a baby, and technically I still am. I still am a baby. Well, if that's the case, I want somebody to marry a pack of depends. I need someone to mail. Would it be funny if someone mailed Mary? If someone sent Mary like a package of Depends adult diapers, a package of Depends, all because she said I still am a baby.
Because I never matured to be a full-grown adult. That's why I can't just go out and get a job. My only hope was here on YouTube. And just because some other YouTubers decided that they don't like me and they have to destroy me, that hope is gone, and there is no other hope for me. You're not going to beat me down until I'm able to work, because that's not how mental health works. I can't hold a regular job because I can't go 5 minutes without bursting into tears.
And also send her like a baby bottle. Someone send her some Gerber food on Amazon. Like send her some baby food and some Depends diapers. Yes. Do it. You have a challenge, Tailfin. Send some baby formula. Send some baby formula and Depends diapers, Tailfin. That's your task. And
even if nothing's happening.
And if you do send it, give Mary my best regards.
If I'm sitting down watching a movie, I can't get through a movie without my mind wandering back to ask why my family believes that I deserve to be abused as just a little baby. I can't do anything without going back to without my mind going back to all of the pain and all of the hurt and all of the horrible things that my aunt has said to validate the pain.
I'm pretty sure there's some potato stuffies that we should send her. Baby food, potato stuffies, pacifiers, and Depends diapers. I'm pretty sure there's a website that sells adult baby shit. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. No. Oh God. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I am going to turn Mary into an adult baby. And I'm going to make everybody cringe. Yeah, it's not going to make a difference. Good. My plan. It's working fine. Diapers.
Pain and the hurt and the fact that she does not care. She's my own family and fully believes that I deserve to die in a gutter.
Okay.
Because I was born so evil. I was born a bad person.
Well, technically you are a bad person. I mean, you threatened to put your mom in jail because Aunt Kathy wouldn't validate your bullshit stories. You were using your deceased brother's tragic backstory as a way to make Aunt Kathy the bad guy. You nuked Virgie's first channel, and you nuked Adonis Paul's first channel on you. You flagged Adonis Paul's channel. One of your simps went to Royce Lopez's house, and I don't know what to say. You're a piece of shit, Mary. Fuck you.
And nobody can see the abuse in that. They've treated me that way my whole life. My whole life. My own family has treated me like I was literally a curse.
You are a curse.
If I'm such a curse, why won't they let me go? Why do they hold on to me so tightly and refuse to allow me to be my own person? If you are a family member and somebody in your family has a baby and your first thought is that child is evil and it should be killed, there is something wrong with you mentally. It is not the baby that is wrong.
The baby. Yeah, it's not the baby that is wrong. It's you. Technically, you're not a baby anymore. You just act like a baby online. Every time shit doesn't go your way, you throw a temper tantrum, you cry, and you basically shit yourself. So, yeah, you are a baby. You don't see me doing that.
It is you.
And you blame everybody else.
If you look at a 3-year-old child that has been sexually molested and say, well, it's evil and it deserves it, there is something wrong with you.
You were never born evil. You just became evil by proxy.
Not the 3-year-old child. Any human being that looks at a baby and thinks it is evil, there is something wrong with that human being, not with the baby.
The baby.
We live in reality.
No, we do. You don't. Hold on. Let me, my bad. I'm sorry. I just had to untangle my shit. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, someone's never seen. Oh.
This is not a movie. I was not born with 6s on the sides of my head.
I take it she did see The Omen.
In real life, if you look at a baby and you think that it's evil and should be punished, you should have a mental health checkup, not 20 kids.
She is haunted. Set in motion. I was just a baby. Oh, so it was just mine. It was just her end. Yes, people with good. I agree, B Smiley. B Smiley said people with good hearts don't want to look down on people and disbelieve their abuse claims. She always eventually shows her hand, though. That's true. Welcome in the chat, B Smiley.
I feel like I don't even live in the same universe as everybody else.
Well, technically, you don't live in the same universe as everybody else, since you still think that your father was abusive and that Aunt Kathy is abusive and Adonis Paul, Royce Lopez, and almost every member of your family is abusive.
Everybody else who has love and support and friendship and happiness, and then there's me. My family decided I was evil at birth.
Not really. You were never evil at birth. We just said, I think I'm going to take credit for saying that. I think I should take credit for saying that she was evil, since I didn't say she was evil at birth. I said that she was evil since the day she drew her first breath. Okay, maybe that does mean the same thing, but still. You're not born evil. You just become evil by proxy. By the fact that well, technically, I think maybe she was born evil and we didn't know about it. Maybe her mother was a jackal and the mother that raised her wasn't literally her biological mother.
Deserving of all of the bad things that they had to give out. My aunt has been telling people that I was evil since I was born. She tells people I deserve to be sexually molested at 3 years old because I was that bad of a child. I was just that evil. Just that evil that I deserved it.
I couldn't agree. B Smiley says, I absolutely think Mary was born a sociopath / narcissist. You could be on that. You could be on the ball there, B Smiley. Breathe slowly.
I deserved it. I deserved to never be allowed to become a full functional person.
You were never even a person to begin with. You were never even human to begin with. I mean, I'm sorry to sound harsh, but again, you were never human to begin with. You're a troll, a literal troll living under the bridge. And actually, yes, I do believe when she was homeless, she was living under a bridge. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I didn't learn how to be a person.
You never were a person to begin
The
with.
years when other kids were learning how to be people, how to function, I was more focused on surviving.
The tears. We need to bottle her tears and preserve them. We need to put, those tears must keep crying, Mary. It makes the bread taste saltier.
Wondering if my dad was gonna kill us all.
And the rain will kill us all.
I don't know how to be a person.
How?
I don't know how to be loved because the people in this world that were supposed to teach me how to love didn't know how to love.
Me too, Mary. Me too. I was focused on surviving. Actually, no, I was focused on trying to restore balance that you and your cohorts have disrupted. It is my holy call to answer, to restore the balance that you and people like you have disrupted.
They labeled me as evil at birth, and that's all I've ever been. And I haven't.
John Wayne Gacy was never evil at birth. He became evil because of poor circumstances. Because his father treated him like shit. And he became evil because of his environment. You became evil because of your environment. Well, maybe you were born evil, Mary. It's just the devil didn't want to claim you. He just said, you know what, fuck it. Let her, you know what, fuck it. But Hatman doesn't claim you.
Even done anything. They're like, oh, she's so evil. She's so horrible. She smokes weed and talks about her mental health and sees doctors and therapists and takes medication. How horrible. I'm not on hard drugs. I'm not out sleeping around or stealing or... I'm not anything. I'm not anything at all. And it's still just...
I've seen better.
Evil. Because I don't live in a universe.
I've seen better acting from Tommy Wiseau. I've seen better acting from Tommy Wiseau. You're not fooling anyone, Mary. I've seen better acting from the cast of Birdemic. I've seen better acting from the cast of The Room, especially Tommy Wiseau. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Where my kind will ever be accepted or loved. They needed...
I've seen better acting from Homeboys from Outer Space.
To blame everything on. They needed somebody to take out all of their frustrations. And they had to give themselves a reason that it was okay.
Her eyes are spaced out.
And that reason was that baby was evil.
Well, you were evil. Well, actually, you are evil now. You're evil for wanting to put your mother in jail because Aunt Kathy wouldn't verify or validate your bullshit lies about how your dad beat your disabled brother up.
But I don't have sixes on my head, and I wasn't... I'm not.
Riff tracks.
I'm not evil. I'm just broken. I spent
'Cause
5
I'm
years almost praying that I would never have
broken
to speak to
when
my
I'm
family again.
lonesome and I don't feel like I am strong enough.
All I want is to be a regular person. All I want is to be loved and accepted and heard.
I want to be loved. I want to be cherished. I want my Adam. I want my David. Oh, sorry, wrong lolcow. But it's the same. But it's the same shtick.
And all I'll ever be seen as is evil and deserving of pain.
No, they're in her rectum,
Because
Platty.
that's what my family has labeled me.
No, no, Platty. They're on her ass. They're basically they're on her ass in the form of stretch marks. I want to be a real boy. I want to be a real boy. I didn't lie. Yes, he did. I've seen better acting from Homeboys from Outer Space.
Didn't lie. I didn't lie.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I didn't lie. If I could just get over it and move on with my life, I would. But I can't.
She's even a worse victim than Shani. And I've seen Shani cry on camera so many times. And I've never seen a tear stream. I've never seen a tear fall on her. I've never seen her shed a tear. I've seen Mary shed some tears. That's probably meat sweats. Actually, no. That's probably because of the sweats, because she doesn't have AC in her Section 8. And that's why she always retreats to the fridge. Shani, I don't see tears. I see meat sweats. Because she's so fucking fat.
The fact that my family is able to move on and get on with their lives does not mean that my pain doesn't exist. It just means that they found a way to get through theirs.
Yeah, the Antichrist is supposed to be smart.
And I haven't. It's easy for my family to be happy and to forget all of the bad things because they're rich.
Oh my God.
Have everything in this world that a person.
Oh my God. No, reality check. No. Do not remind me of Shani's OnlyFans. I do not want to have any flashbacks. I mean, then again, I've never seen Shani's OnlyFans. Thank God. But I've seen the pictures. And oh my God. I've heard stories about the OnlyFans. Oh my God. I couldn't even get over the fact about Gasuba's OnlyFans. I couldn't even get that image of that discharge out of my head. It's just disgusting.
Could want. But all I really want is to silence the one family member that escaped and spoke out. Same. And I won't be silenced. I won't be silenced. I'll spend the rest of my life, no matter how long that is, telling everybody
We know. Be Smiley. We know about Rev's baby carrot. And he was so ashamed. He's like, I don't want it to be a fact that I have a baby carrot. I don't want it to be a fact that I have a baby carrot. Hence why he calls himself Big That's why he keeps calling himself Big Pee-Pee Weezo. Big Pee-Pee Weezo.
Not lie.
You're not fooling
Because
anyone,
I
Rev.
didn't. What I've gone through is real. What I'm struggling with is real. When I'm hurting, it's real. Even if my own family tells you it's not, it is. I'm not lying.
Yes, you are. You are lying. Flat boy and rat.
Nobody has the right to tell somebody how they're feeling in their heart. Nobody has the right to tell another person what they're actually feeling in their heart and soul. What I'm actually feeling.
I hang a bit, Shani. You hang a bit, Rat. You hang a bit.
Is a lot of pain. Overwhelming pain. From a life that I do not know how to cope with. From a life.
Folks, can you say squirt? And you say, folks. And you say, squirt.
Life that nobody will even believe exists because my own family won't accept it.
We know. Mummies.
But I didn't lie.
Yes, you did. Kathy won. Kathy won! Kathy won! And now, the will.
This is Thy Will by Hillary Scott.
Oh, no, never. Not that one. I thought...
Y'all have had the authorities called to check on me before. I really think somebody needs to check on my aunt. Because this woman truly believes that some children are born evil and deserving of punishment. She truly believes that I deserved to be sexually molested at 3 years old because I was born evil. That is not a healthy mindset. That is psychosis. And y'all think it's funny because it's aimed at me, but what happens if one day she wakes up and decides that one of her grandchildren was also born evil? Or just some random child on the street? Psychosis.
Yeah, no, Shani just saves up her G's to call G-Man the N-word.
This doesn't just go away. If she still truly believes that I'm evil.
Well, you are evil. You're nasty and evil. Must be in the water.
And was evil at birth, then it's very possible that it could be triggered again one day.
Smug
she could
Mary!
Just be going through the mall and see a child that looks similar to me and begin hurting that child because she believes that it's evil and deserves punishment.
You deserve punishment.
This is not something that should be laughed at and gone unchecked, especially when she's alone with children regularly. There is nothing to say that she's not going to snap one day and decide that those children are also evil and deserving of punishment and pain and hurt them very badly. Because nobody ever checked on her, because nobody cared that she was having psychosis. She has been under this psychosis for 36.
Oh, God. Don't talk about don't talk about Kasuba's yeast infection. Especially when I'm still not getting over the fact that Adonis Paul showed that discharge on his stream, which got his stream flagged. Fucking Susan.
6 years, that belief that I am evil, that she looked at a newborn child and said that child deserves to be raped. And none of you can see the mental illness in that.
Yeah. Look at this photograph.
I'm out collecting recycling, which is why I have the camera facing the other way.
Poopy.
What I wanted to talk about is religion and mental illness. Again, I have talked about this before, but I think it's something that really needs to be discussed, because it seems like religion is a shield for a lot of mental health issues, and it's a lot of the reason I find it hard to be religious myself.
I think the only reason why you find it hard to be religious is because you're not getting any donations from it.
Because these people are crazy. And I'm not trying to be mean, but as a Christian, you're raised to believe absolutely insane things. And if you question it, you're seen as wrong or bad. And
I'm going to have to do a poll on that. Next stream. I'm going to do a poll on that tomorrow at 9 for my Monday stream.
So then when you're an adult, if you start thinking absolutely insane things, you begin to think, well, it's God's will, he wants me to think these things. So you've got a Christian who will look at a baby and think that child is evil, that child has the devil in them. And they don't believe there's anything wrong with that, because from childhood, they have been taught that evil is real, that the devil exists, and that he can inhabit innocent babies. And so that psychosis that should really be looked at is kind of turned away and ignored, because, well, if we start questioning what this is, we might question too much and then not be allowed into heaven. Because the one stipulation for getting into heaven seems to be believing the Bible 100%, no matter how insane it sounds. And so, like, you take my aunt. Say in 1985, when I was born, she had gone to a therapist or a psychiatrist and said, so, yeah, my little sister just had a baby, and I think that it's evil and deserves to be punished.
Yep.
That psychiatrist would probably put them on lithium and probably have an involuntary 3-day stay.
She's been using the whole leftist bullshit. Yeah, and Adrasdea is a leftist in regards that, yeah, she's doing this whole hippie bullshit, but she's not hippie. She's a mentally deranged hobo.
To figure out what kind of mental issues she was dealing with, because she was very clearly hearing voices telling her that an innocent child was evil, right? That's the natural, normal reaction when somebody is hearing voices and believing things like that. But if that same person went into a church and said that, a lot of people would raise their eyebrows, but they would stay silent. And a group of people would gather up at the front of the church and say, yes, evil, it's real, and we can vanquish it. We will pray for the baby. We will pray for that baby's soul.
Nazarene, you have won nothing.
We will pray that the evil leaves that child. But the child was never evil.
You were evil, yes.
Because we live in reality where babies are not born inherently bad.
I don't know about that, man.
Babies are not born marked. They're not born evil. They are made and shaped what they are by their environment. My aunt should be on antipsychotics instead of clinging to a Bible. That's all I'm saying.
You should be on antipsychotics instead of smoking weed and crying on YouTube.
And there's a lot of people out here that should be on antipsychotics instead of clinging to a Bible. And it's not saying that I don't believe in religion. I'm just tired of seeing people believe absolutely insane things and believe that it's okay to believe those things because God. It's becoming a write-off for mental illness. It's becoming a reason for people not to have their mental health looked at. And it's ultimately detrimental to society as a whole, because you've got a whole bunch of undiagnosed mentally ill people roaming around, and they just hang out in the churches instead of going to get help.
I wonder who that would be. Kind of reminds me of you, Mary. I mean, let's not forget the time you hung around the church because you wanted free food. You wanted a free meal. You wanted money. And then you decided to abandon the church when they wouldn't offer, when they wouldn't give you what you want. And let's not forget the time you were kicked out of a church parking lot because you kept using their dumpster to dump all your fecal matter after taking a shit in a bowl.
And then, like, hearing voices, seeing things, speaking in tongues, people will look at that and say, those are religious. Those are normal religious things, when they're actually psychotic breaks that need help. Take it from someone who's had a psychotic break or 2, or 3, or 10. In case anyone's wondering, this is what I managed to pick up.
Chris was the original lolcow. Chris Chan was the first lolcow. And now I consider him a horror cow. Now, can I look at the ducks now?
All right, so I came back out with the rice, and I found the...
Oh, God, no! Not the rice! Not the rice, Mary! Don't! No! Mary! No! We don't want you to kill the ducks!
duck, but there's so many others out
No, Mary! No! He's a horror cow now. I now consider Chris a horror cow. I now consider Chris a horror cow.
here with it, and they're not happy with me.
Oh, of course they're not happy with you. You killed their cousins. You killed their relatives.
Because I'm only trying to lure this one in.
That's a geese.
Come on, Bubby. I got the rice right here. But there's so many other ducks. And I'm like practically down here in the water trying to get up to the poor thing.
It wouldn't fucking surprise me that she would do this. It wouldn't fucking surprise me if she did this.
Oh, sorry. Coming.
I guess it's because people kept saying, I guess she's trying to like capitalize on the joke that Daywave and JJ made about her killing ducks.
Another duck's butt. There he is. Duck, duck. Duck, duck.
I know she's probably doing this on purpose because
I feel so bad for it. This is so aggravating. He just keeps going further and further away. Oh wait, he's coming this way. I got the rice right down here.
fuck. You're supposed. Okay, yeah, I do believe she's doing this on purpose because, of course, she is capitalizing on the fact that she fed the ducks rice unintentionally. Now she's just doing it on purpose.
The other ducks are having a fit. All right, come on, duck, duck.
Which ones are the ducks?
Come on. Quack, quack. I don't know how to make duck sounds.
Quack.
Shit. Well, I'll update if I ever get him over to me. Oh, he's
Justice for ducks. Hashtag justice for ducks. Around geese. She's around geese.
coming. He's coming. Oh, if there weren't so many out here, I might be able to get him over to me. Would you guys chill out? I am trying to do something.
Okay, I think those are the geese.
Duck, duck. Well,
I better look at the geese. Rice don't kill geese. Oh! Oh, okay. Geese deleted. I get it. I get it.
well, I was unsuccessful, and Cup Duck remains his cup. I'm going to come out tomorrow with some better equipment and try to find him. I guess he'll be okay until then.
Geetus the Geetus.
I mean, most likely it won't really hurt him, but, you know, I keep saying him, it could be a her. But their necks get so big, you see? And that one, he's still just a little baby. Honk.
Those are the geese. Those are Canadian geese, I think.
Oh, look at that little baby. Not that one, there's one under it. Hi, baby.
That's a duckling. Okay, those are Canadian geese.
There will be updates on Cup Duck. Tomorrow, my life's goal will be to rescue Cup Duck.
Cup duck. Justice for duck. Justice. Justice for duck. For cup duck. Hashtag. Can we make that thing? Can we make it a thing? Justice for cup duck.
If I can find him again, there's a lot of ducks at this park.
Those are geese. I've seen ducks. I've seen albatross. And of course, let's I have reached the 2-hour mark. And I will end it off with this gem.
All right, I'm wandering around now at Los Angeles and I feel like singing, so this is...
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of LA, the footsteps that were next to me have gone their separate way. I've seen enough now.
Not Your Mama's Broken Heart by... Oh shit, who sings this song? Carrie Underwood.
Don't sing.
I'm sorry. I cut my bangs with some rusty kitchen scissors. I screamed his name till the neighbors called cops. I numbed the pain at the expense of my liver. Don't know what I did next, all I know I couldn't stop. Word got around to the barflies and the Baptists. My mama's phone started ringing off the hook. I can hear her now say she ain't gonna have it.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of LA, the footsteps that were next to me have gone their separate ways. I've seen enough now to know that beautiful things don't always stay that way. I turn enough now to know this beautiful place isn't everything they say.
Don't matter how you feel, it only matters how you look. Go and fix your makeup, girl, it's just a breakup. Run and hide your crazy and start acting like a lady, 'cause I raised you better. Gotta keep it together even when you fall apart. This ain't my mama's bro.
Yes, I can sing Reality Check. I can. The footsteps that were next to me have gone their separate ways. I've seen enough now to know this beautiful place isn't everything they say. I've done enough now to know this beautiful isn't everything. Sorry. I know that evil comes disguised like a city of angels. I'm walking towards the light. You're from a small town.
Broken heart. I gotta breathe, hold on. Probably wouldn't if I wasn't walking. I wish I could be just a little less dramatic, like a Kennedy when Camelot went down in flames. Leave it to me to be holding the matches when the fire trucks show up and there's nobody else to blame. Can't get revenge and keep a spotless reputation. Sometimes revenge is a choice you gotta make. My mama came from a softer generation where you get a grip and bite your lip just to save a little face. Go in.
Sorry. Singer Daddy's favorite song. No. Okay, sure. Let me mute this part. And let me find a song that I could sing. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of LA, the footsteps that were next to me have gone their separate ways. I've seen enough now to know that beautiful place. I've seen enough now to know that beautiful things don't always stay that way. I've done enough now to know this beautiful place isn't everything they say. I heard that evil comes disguised like a city of angels. I'm walking towards the light, baptized in the river. I've seen the vision of my life. I've seen a vision of my life, and I want to be delivered. In the city, it was a sinner. I've done a lot of things wrong, but I swear I'm a believer. Like the prodigal son, I was out on my own, and I'm trying to find my way back home. Baptized to the river, I'm delivered. I'm delivered. Yeah. Thank you, Kimmy. It needs a lot of work. I'm trying to get into the whole growling thing. I'm walking towards the light.
Paint your toes, line your lips and keep them closed. Cross your legs, dot your eyes, and never let them see you cry.
You're from a small town. You're gonna grow up fast underneath these lights. Down in Hollywood and the boulevard, the dead come back to life.
Keep it together.
To the praying mother and the worried father, let your children go. They come back, they'll come home stronger, and if they don't, you know.
Or breath control. But that's what I work on out here when I'm singing and walking. You know, I read once that Beyonce used
Nice.
to sing while running in heels on the beach.
Nice. Nice reality check. That's fucking awesome.
To help control her breathing. I don't think I could ever do that.
You can't sing worth a damn to save your life, Mary. Okay, that's going to be just about it for tonight. Thank you for coming out here. Thank you for staying with me, hanging out with me. And I want to thank Kimmy for donating to my PayPal. It really meant a lot to me. And I also want to thank everyone for sticking out and watching me suffer. I really, really appreciate your company. I really appreciate your gratitude and your love. I mean, it means so much to me that you guys cared. It means so much to me that you stick around. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for sticking. Please like the stream and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, click the bell notifications, and you can get notified every time I do a stream. Again, tomorrow I'm going to be covering the aftermath of Chris Chan getting arrested, as well as look at some of the recent Shani and Rev shit, and as well as some Gasuba. And then Wednesday, I don't know what I'm going to do. Wednesday, I might think about looking at some crazy shit. And Friday, it's going to be a wrap up. That's it for tonight. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for showing your love. And that's it. I am Rickzilla, and I will see you guys in the near future. Peace out, folks.